Have you ever opened your feed and wondered why suddenly everyone is talking about strange new wording in Genshin? Lately, the conversation has exploded around the version 4 Hexerei adjustments, and if you've seen people mention Durin, Mona, Albedo, or Klee, or notice the word magic being swapped out for something that sounds a lot more German, then this is exactly the video you'll want to hear. Today I'm breaking down everything that shifted, why players are so focused on it, and how this whole update connects back to story threads people have been following since early Mondstadt. It's one of the biggest shakeups for the group long associated with witchcraft in the game, and it finally ties together pieces the community has been debating for years. Before diving into the details, looking for the best way to recharge in Genshin Impact? Loot Bar is the smarter choice. It works exactly like the in-game top-up, but it's way more affordable. New users get 10% off with the link in the pinned comment, and lucky users can receive an additional 5% discount coupon. Loot Bar also has special deals on crystal packs, including the 6480 bundle, and even an all-in-one package with everything you need. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $80 on Loot Bar. The process is simple and secure. You don't need your password or login. Just enter your UID, pick your server, choose your pack, and your crystals are delivered in seconds. Players around the world trust Loot Bar because it's fast, safe, and affordable. So don't waste your money. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and start saving on your top-ups today. Loot Bar, safe, fast, and way more affordable. Now for a quick reminder about the giveaways. Both of the 6480 Genesis Crystals giveaways are still active and will stay open until November 30th. I'll be announcing the winners on December 1st. As always, these are part of the monthly giveaways we do here on the channel, so if you haven't joined yet, make sure you do. All you need to do is be subscribed, watch all the videos, and comment your UID and region. 2 winners will be picked soon, so don't miss your chance. Now let's talk about the actual changes and why everyone keeps joking. It's not magic anymore, it's Hexerei. The biggest shift is terminology. Hoyoverse replaced the word magic in new patch text with Hexerei, which is the German word for witchcraft. That alone connects the system directly to the Hexenzirkel, the well-known coven that includes figures like Alice, Klee's mother, and Rheindottir, the creator of Albedo and Durin. So instead of these characters being loosely tied to generic magic, they're now officially depicted as practitioners of witchcraft, which actually fits their backstories far better. It gives their abilities a proper origin, a unified lore foundation, and strengthens their connection to Mondstadt's ancient past. It's basically Hoyoverse confirming, yes, all of these characters are part of one shared tradition. On the gameplay side, most attention turned to Durin. His kit received noticeable changes, along with a bit of debate. His damage distribution is now front-loaded. Instead of spreading evenly across his burst, the majority is concentrated in the first 10 hits of his dragon forms. His primordial fusion of forms passive now adds 3% of his original damage for every 100 attack, stacking up to 10 times for a potential 75% boost early on. Previously, this bonus was a flat 25% spread across the whole burst. If you think about how buffs work in Genshin, Bennett's attack buff, Mona's Omen, they only last a few seconds. So shifting Durin's power into the opening hits means his strongest numbers now land exactly during those buff windows. When timed correctly, he feels significantly stronger. But not everyone is thrilled. In reaction-focused teams like Melt or Vaporize, front-loading can be awkward because Durin often starts a rotation instead of ending it. If his early strikes happen before supports have applied their elements, those hits miss out on multipliers. Depending on your setup, it might feel like a small buff or a slight nerf. On paper, though, his overall multipliers rose roughly 3–5%, so most players still consider it a minor improvement. His cycle of enlightenment and Adamus redemption constellations were also cleaned up, with clearer descriptions and updated values like 60% of attack per stack and 150% for dark form boosts. One thing that did not change, and the entire community noticed, is that Durin still can't fly. His massive wings remain purely visual, which immediately became the patch's biggest meme. Comment sections everywhere are filled with variations of "he has wings but can't glide" and "the dragon is still earthbound." Mona also received a small adjustment. Her Witch's Eve, Genesis of Star Signs passive had its Vaporize bonus lowered from 10% to 5%. Chinese players confirmed this in the updated text. It doesn't drastically change her role, especially because Durin already provides a 70% reaction bonus through his own kit, but it's still a slight downgrade for teams that relied on her for reaction amplification. Her Omen extension works the same as before, and it still interacts with Hexerei-aligned teams properly, so in practice she still feels familiar, just a bit more balanced within the new system. Albedo, on the other hand, got a more technical but helpful update. His transient blossoms from abiogenesis, solar isotoma, no longer snapshot his defense when you cast the skill. Instead, their damage updates dynamically as buffs and debuffs change. Removing snapshotting lets him scale better with real-time stat boosts. He also gains new Hexerei effects that scale from defense, providing extra attack and elemental damage to teammates based on his own defensive stats. It's not a dramatic buff, but it makes him smoother and more adaptable, especially in modern teams. Sucrose received simpler changes. Her new Hexerei passive offers team-wide damage increases when she creates small or large wind spirits, usually around 5 to 7%, and slightly higher for Hexerei characters. Her 6th constellation was also adjusted. Near her, Hexerei teammates now gain an additional 8 to 12% elemental damage during absorbed reactions. Overall, she's still the supportive Anemo Catalyst players love, but now she integrates better into Hexerei synergy teams, especially alongside Venti and Mona. Then there's Klee, arguably the most exciting addition to the Hexerei group thanks to her direct link to Alice. Her new witch's homework of Leaves That Spark officially places her within the Hexerei system and introduces a new mechanic called Boom Badges. Whenever she deals damage through normal attacks, her skill, or her burst, she earns 1 badge up to a max of 3. Each badge strengthens her special charged attack, the Boom Boom Strike, allowing it to reach up to 1.5x its regular damage. Her 6th constellation now adds strong team utility. While her burst is active, every teammate except Klee regenerates 3 energy every 3 seconds, and the whole party gains a 10% pyro damage bonus. Klee herself receives a massive 50% pyro bonus. The only downgrade she received was to her 2nd constellation. Her defense shred now only activates when her skill deals damage, not just on hit, meaning it won't work against pyro-immune enemies. Lore-wise, though, fans adored her inclusion. As the daughter of the most famous witch in Genshin, it feels right for her to officially join the same magical lineage, and many players say it finally makes her feel like Alice's true successor. Razor, Venti, and Fischl also had their internal text updated to use the Hexerei terminology instead of magic. Razor's performance remains essentially unchanged, and he may even benefit a little from how buffs stack now. Venti's descriptions were cleaned up, but his gameplay didn't shift. Fischl remains the same since her last beta revision, so if you mainly use any of these 3, your experience won't feel different. And that's the complete overview of the version 4 Hexerei adjustments. Durin has a more buff-friendly damage curve. Mona got a slight reaction nerf. Albedo and Sucrose received quality-of-life improvements. Klee officially joined the witchcraft circle. Whether you're here for the lore, the mechanical changes, or just the ongoing jokes about Durin's decorative wings, this patch breathed new life into stories tied to Mondstadt's earliest history, and honestly, it's refreshing to see that part of the world getting attention again. If you enjoy deep dives like this that mix gameplay updates with the narrative side of Genshin, feel free to stick around the channel. I've got more coming as the next chapter of the Witch storyline gets closer. And if you're planning to recharge, remember you can grab 6,480 Genesis crystals with the 6.1 limited pack for $75 at lootbar.gg. New users save 10%, returning users can still get up to 5%. The link is waiting in the description.